Make a beginning with sweet. That's what we believe here in Karnataka. So this is what we will be tasting first. Dum rot.
You're eating Congress first.
I'm sorry, this is my first time with somebody as senior as you.
No, this is my first time with somebody like you too.
So this is again a very special VV Puram tradition. So this is made of buttermilk and rice flour. 1/4 Madi, sir.
1/8.
1/8. What do you think of it?
Dosa, but not dosa.
Namaskara, sir. Sir, namaskara. My name is Kripala Mana, and I'm a storyteller of food.
You are the right person then.
Thank you very much, sir. Welcome to Nama Bengaluru. Welcome to VV Puram Food Street, which we call Tindi Bidi, which is basically a street which is full of food.
Prime Minister होकर कोई एरोगेंट टाइप नहीं है। हाँ, ये मैंने खाने हैं, ये मैंने रज़ा को भी कहा था, ये पोटैटो को कर
So we're making a beginning today with VB Bakery. This is a bakery that goes back to 1954. It's about 68 years in the making, very popular, and they have some special delicacies out here that we should taste. VB Bakery is also one of the earliest establishments on this street. So earlier there were a lot of mills around in this area. So the mill workers, when they went home in the evening, they would eat a biscuit or a bun. So this is a bakery that goes back. We're going to taste some of the delicacies here, including something, sir, called a dum rot. We should always make a beginning with sweet. That's what we believe here in Karnataka. So this is what we will be tasting first, dum rot. It's made with a Buddha Kumlakai or the ash gourd. Would you like to taste some, sir? Sir, news Ashwat sir. So the reason why it's called a dum rot is that originally it was cooked in a coal sort of an oven, and dum is the process of also giving it heat from the top. And the rot refers to the burnt edges. There's some khova that goes into it, some raisins.
Quite rich.
And it's quite rich. Yeah. Saptakoli sir. So if you look at the texture of it, sir, you will find some crispy edges. On the inside, it is soft. So it's a rich sort of a dessert. It's a sort of dessert that lends itself well to sharing. The other thing that you should also try. One nimisha. The other bakery item that you should taste here is what is known as the KBC. It basically stands for Khara Ban Congress. So I'll tell you what's behind the name. So if you open it, you will see this peanuts. And that peanut is a spiced peanut. And here in Bengaluru, we call it Congress Kadleka. And the reason why we call it that, sir, is because there are many stories to it. But in the good old days, freedom struggle, apparently secret messages were handed down in sacks of peanuts. So Avaganda name bantu, sir. So this is a combination which is basically the khara bun, which is a spiced bun. There is some butter that is there in it, along with that kadlekai. So this is also a strong VB bakery tradition. You must taste it, sir. Sanyu tagolta illa?
You're eating Congress first.
Well, I was a little hesitant whether I should, but then this is a tradition of Bengaluru, sir.
Congress only.
That's right.
So there are various stories. So one story also is peanut is split. You know the story andre adu kadle bija nodtiralla. Adu one tara adu topi Congress topi tara shape ide. So sumar kategalu ide. There are many stories like that. So but it's nice to enjoy the stories, but more importantly enjoy these.
Dikke kesari color ide.
Sadeke kesari color ide. Sumar arshina hogite sir adralli. Arshina. There's a lot of turmeric that goes in, a lot of asafoetida, hingu that goes in.
I can feel it.
VB Bakery is one of the oldest Iyengar bakeries. So the tradition of Iyengar bakeries began here. And so near Hassan, which is about 200 kilometers from here, there's an area which is called the Ashtagrama, 8 villages. So a lot of the Iyengar bakeries draw their provenance from there, because at one time there was famine there, so they had difficulty cultivating the land. So many of the Iyengar bakeries here brought them here, and that's why in Bengaluru we have a tradition of Iyengar bakery. So any street that you will go to, you will find Iyengar bakery, sir. And these are some of the staples. So any Iyengar bakery worth its salt, today it would have begun here, but you will find it in most places. And we like our baked items very simple. So this is a bun butter jam, sir. So if you taste it, it will probably remind you of a school tiffin box. Correct. That's what it will remind you of.
Butter.
We'll go further up?
Yes.
Okay. You say that, Abani.
These are your guys.
Yeah, these are my guys, sir. So, I'm sorry, this is my first time with somebody as senior as you.
This is my first time with something like you too.
It began with one or two eateries, but today there are many eateries that have taken over this place. We will taste something called a kodu bale next. Kodu bale taste ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ ಸರ್ ಆರ್ಯ ವೈಶ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ. How much time do you have, sir, on this?
3 things place ಕೊಡಿ ಅಣ್ಣ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು. Not going to spend the entire night here.
Okay, we'll go here. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೋಣ?
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ಸೋಣ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ಸೋಣ. You go, I follow you.
Okay. Sir, we're going to taste what we call kodu bale. Ready there? So this is again a store that goes back to the 60s. Between VB Bakery and Arya Vaisya, they began the trend of food on Food Street.
ओके, ये कुछ स्पाइसी होने जा रहा है. ये अनियन रिंग्स नहीं होता जिस तरीके से, उसके वैसे फ्राई करेंगे.
Kodu bale taste madana sir. Huh? So this is again a very special VV Puram tradition. So this is made of buttermilk and rice flour.
It's already built.
So basically they cook the curd with the water and then a few other spices that go into it. And then they add the rice flour in it and they cook it gently. They make a dough. And there's a reason behind the name Kodu Bade. Kodu in Kannada means horns, Bade means bangles. So when they roll this dough out, they roll it into a long cylindrical shape. They taper the edges such that they look like horns. Therefore Kodu, and when they bring it together, it becomes a Kodu Bade. It becomes a bangle. And that's what this is. So you must try this. This is come.
I'll take one, you can take one, or you can take half.
So this will be a little crispy on the outside, slightly stretchy on the inside, maybe a little hot, sir, because it is just emerged from the oil. It's fine.
This is a 1962. My father was started. He's also now here only, but right now he's gone outside.
So sir, they also have a tradition of social service out here.
Yes.
The origins of this area were rather humble because it was mill workers who would frequent here, etc. So a lot of people who basically did not have enough resources to sustain themselves.
Mill worker.
His father was ill, so he brought him to hospital here, and so therefore he had to sustain. There was his father who began the business, so today it's him and his wife there. This is one of those food streets where it's only vegetarian. So you will.
Hey, kinno.
So this was cholesterol after cow giving a calf. The first thick milk.
So this is basically
It's already prepared by
the milk from a lactating cow. So it's called illi jinnu curry. They call it jinnu here. Yeah. So it's basically, so when the cow is lactating, so the milk has more nutrients. The milk is also thicker. So therefore this is usually made in very small quantity because the main priority is to make sure that the calf gets nourishment. And then only whatever is remaining, they use it. So this is not something that you will typically find on menus.
जो उनका एक बोलने के स्टाइल के साथ उनका चलने का स्टाइल, जो खाने का स्टाइल, मतलब वो लग ही नहीं रहा कि इतनी बड़ी वो पोस्ट पर हम कोई उनमें हम
और मुझे उनकी बॉडी लैंग्वेज और उनके जो फेस एक्सप्रेशन थे और जिस तरीके से वो चीजों को एक्सप्लेन कर रहे थे, मुझे वो इतना अच्छा लगा। और सीरियसली एज अ ब्लॉगर मुझे लगता है कि उनसे बहुत सारी चीजें सीखने वाली